Eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun?
Okay, so we're back here on Kwa Kong. Now we've stopped for a little bit of a sweet treat. This is shea, which is, I think, a pretty fairly common, well-known, popular Vietnamese. I'm not as familiar with it, so when I eat shea, which is not often, I pick it just purely based on how good it looks to me. I really don't know what's in it, but it is really tasty, really sweet, and a nice way to beat some of this heat. So let's try it. So one of these and this one, one and one. Bao nhiêu thế? Yeah, come on. Okay guys, so you see that we have our chea, two different kinds. We bought it over there, but we found a little bit of a more quiet, hopefully quiet, secluded place to eat it. So, two different kinds, not sure which one is each, so let's try this first one here. The other one I think is coconut. This one definitely has some beans in it for sure. This first one is definitely corn. Corn and like beans. It smells very much like corn to me. Like a sweet green corn. The beans give it actually like a lot of nice texture and a lot of nice flavor. If you like the taste of corn, like cream corn, and that consistency, you'll really like this. But I don't know exactly what it is, but it smells really good and it tastes really sweet and really nice. This is the one I'm actually most looking forward to. This, I believe, is coconut. Okay, the peanuts are actually what attracted me to this to begin with. So I really smell that. This is a bit thicker than the other one. Let's try this. This, I think, is banana and coconut. The peanuts are the best part of this. Really, really, really tasty. Add a super nice texture to it. Again, this is warm, so this is kind of a hotter day. It's not really not meant to cool you off. I'm not sure if the jellies are coconut as well, but I think it's like banana and coconut jellies, and this is... I'm not even sure what that is. This is super sweet, really nice. This I could eat. I don't usually go in for really, really sweet things. Even though it's warm and it's a hot day, this is actually quite refreshing and really, really, really light. This would be by far my favorite chea. So good choice here and highly recommend if you're in D2 on Kwa Kong. It may not have the reputation for having a lot of different kinds of street food, but you get a lot of really nice choices. Okay, today we are in An Phu. This is very special to me because this is literally my neighborhood. If you know me, you know I love pho and I also love bún bò. So I'm really excited to be able to review this on camera for you guys because this is really, really, really good bún bò on An Phu Street in An Phu. Normally when I do my order, I literally just do this, just put up the one, and she knows exactly what I want because I come here all the time. So I drive by and they just say like bún bò and that's it. So that's usually how I come and get my one bún bò. Okay, so we are here now. We have our Boomba. Again, this is kind of special for me because this is like my Boomba spot. I pass by here almost every day. Actually, every day I pass by here on my motorbike, either doing some errands in the neighborhood or on my way to work. Another thing that's kind of nice about all this is just all the different colors. A lot of greens, reds. Clean our chopsticks. So this time, actually, what I want to do, we did the little bit of the broth tasting. So let's sort of get right in. You see, just like the beef there. Some people, including possibly the producer of the show, love Boomba but don't love pho, which I think is interesting because they are similar but also really different. So I guess it does kind of make sense, but I love them both so much. This to me is another one that if you're not feeling great, or even if you are, this makes you feel so much better because I like to make the broth so spicy. This makes you feel better. Like this really does. I think this could be the cure for almost anything. Yeah. To me, actually, as much as I love with pho broth, especially northern style pho, there's something about Boomba broth, and I think particularly this place, because maybe it's just because it's my neighborhood spot, because I love it so much. And the owners are fantastic. They're just super nice people who've always been so nice to me. Sometimes when I drive by on the bike, they'll just like yell out like Boomba, they'll yell it out. So it's this place is special for me. It's like really nice to have neighborhood spots, right? Like especially for, you know, we're in District 2, we're out of Taoding now, but like even in An Phu, it's such a, I guess, popular spot for expats that I think it feels really nice for people who are really far away from their homes to have these kind of neighborhood places where the owners are super nice. They always have a big smile, treat you really well. It feels really nice being really far from home, but having like a neighborhood pho spot or neighborhood Boomba spot, or even a banh mi stand that you go to. It's right down the street from the place where I always go and get my coffee and my smoothies and stuff. So this little unassuming street is actually like really important to me, and it holds a special place in my heart. Okay, so we finished up with the Boomba. So we are gonna head out to find one more place in our little series here in District 2. We were in Taoding, now we're in An Phu. I think we can find one more spot to finish up this series. So the Boomba was delicious as always. Now let's go find one more. Okay, so continuing our series here in District 2, still in An Phu, we're gonna try something a little bit different, a different kind of noodle today. We are at Putio Kaohsiung. This is another neighborhood spot. My apartment is really close to here. So we did pho, we did Boomba, and now Putio. Different kinds of noodles for all three dishes. Putio is really good. I feel like it's one that I don't eat a lot, but I've had it several times. The last time I had it was actually in the south, near the Mekong in Kanto, where it's, I think, a bit more popular. I feel like that's a very popular dish there in that region, even more south than Saigon. So it was really good. I had it on the floating market. It was really great experience. So let us try some Putio and let's go. Okay, so we're gonna get one Putio ko. Yeah, so the way this has been explained is that this is kind of a different sort of Putio. There's no broth in this one. The ones that I've had before are there's a broth, there's a soup with it. This one is dry. I've not had this before, so I'm kind of excited actually to try a new dish. Okay, so we sat down now, we have our hutu. So you see different kinds of hutu being sort of advertised around, or at least I have since I've got to Vietnam. The most common one that I see is hutu Nam Vang. I see this all the time here in Saigon, where I live. Different style, I think, in like the Mekong or in Canton where I had it before. This was explained to me that the Nam Vang is from Cambodia. So just a different kind of style, a different way of making the hutu. Looks like we have shrimp. We have this sort of the little egg here, and what looks like just to be beef or pork maybe. Lots of greens. And if you can see, like, this is like all the noodles here. So a lot of stuff going on here. Peanuts, egg, greens, spring onions. There's lots going on here. So let's kind of mix this up and see what this is. I want to get some of these noodles. Hard to describe that taste. It's really good. It's just it has a completely different taste. The basic things that we like to add into this stuff. Always a heat component. Always some chilies for me. This is a really good dish because there's a lot of things happening in this bowl at one time. Noodles that you would get in bún bò or pho, like completely different. You have the meat, you have shrimp, you have egg, you have onions, you have garlic, some greens. This dish has literally everything. Okay guys, so today this food adventure has come to an end. We've had our series in District 2, started in Tao Dinh, ended in An Phu in my neighborhood. We had 5 different dishes, I believe. We started with pho, we had banh cun, bún bò, we had chea, and now we have hutu. So this is all too much for me to finish, so I'm gonna take this to go. So I'll enjoy this tonight back home. If you have any recommendations for future episodes, different places we can visit, certainly not just in District 2, but all over Saigon, please leave them in the comment section. We'd love to go to any places that you could recommend. So this is Hutu Nam Vang. This has been the series in District 2. I'm so happy to have gotten the chance to get to do this. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.